Yo, 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 welcome to the Franchise Network. And this is your boy, the one and only Jalen. And this is Takedown Tuesday, a weekly show where we talk about everything sports related. And I got a good team today. I'm with my boy, not my boy, but y'all know him as Jaden. He might call himself a wrestler, whatever, but he's lying to y'all. And also, I got my boy. No. I got my boy Logan.
It's good.
He
good.
decided to drop in. I'm excited for that. He, y'all might not see him, but he's important to this. And also, we got my boy Steve D in the building.
What's good, man? Go Bears.
What's up? Oh, you looking fly. You looking fly today. All y'all boys looking good today.
Yo.
Are y'all ready to talk about some good old sports?
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
We may have our difference with Jalen, but it's going to be a good night.
Can't wait.
And our good sir Logan here making an appearance.
How's it going? I know you be busy a lot, but you got something to say? The fans want to hear from you, man. What you got?
I just can't wait for this Takedown Tuesday. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I did one of these, but I can't wait to be back. Glad to be back.
We're glad to have you, man. We're glad to have you. So let's get into today's topic. I know y'all see the screen. I know y'all know the game was on Monday. I don't know if y'all watched. I bet y'all did because y'all know.
I saw a little bit.
I watched the entire game.
Yeah. So let's talk about this man on the screen. Well, wait. First of all, that was so unprofessional of me. First, I'm going to tell y'all what we're talking about today. It's Magic Mahomes gone, man. Is he gone? Is Magic Mahomes gone? Also, we got to talk about this fight on the screen. I'm not so excited about it, but I know other people are. Paul versus Tank. We're going to get into a discussion about that. Hosted by your boy LJ. And also, we got to talk about Raw Recap. Which was amazing. Surprisingly. Yes. Which was amazing. I got a lot to say. I know Jaden got a lot to say. I know everybody on the screen got a lot to say. And then, for the main event, like always, we're going to have a good old match for match.
Ooh.
And on the screen, y'all know it's gonna be a banger. Y'all know it's gonna be a
Edge
banger.
versus Batista. Ooh.
It's good. I ain't gonna lie.
Rated R superstar Batista, and we got the animal.
Edge. Hey.
Wait a damn minute here.
I'm showing biases, but we got the animal Batista. So let's get into today's topic. Jaden, why won't you take it away?
So, from watching bits and pieces of yesterday's game, the Chiefs, with the injuries they have on their offense, they looked like they were still, the regular Chiefs. They've had their mistakes this year so far, but they looked like they were promisingly going to go walk right past the Jaguars. Then the Jaguars battled back and tied it. Chiefs go and get a chance. They have their opportunities. Mahomes throws a pick six. 99 yards to Devin Lloyd. Now the Jaguars are ahead. Whoa, what's going on here? Then they come back. They tie it again. Jaguars take the lead. Chiefs get another, I think it was a field goal or a touchdown, I don't remember. But they take the lead. Jaguars then get into the red zone. Trevor Lawrence practically sacks himself, gets up, runs it in for a touchdown. And then the Chiefs don't get saved by the referees. People were making jokes about it, I've been seeing today.
So, Jaden, I don't mean to cut you off, but let me ask you this question. Is the man that they call the next Tom Brady, the next generational quarterback, the greatest behind Tom Brady, is Magic Mahomes gone? Is he gone to you?
He's obviously not gone. It's still Patrick Mahomes. He's had some flashes, but it seems like his play is sort of regressing a bit than we're used to. He feels like how Tom Brady was put onto a pedestal above quarterbacks. He feels like he's more humanized. He feels like he's more just a regular quarterback right now with how he's playing. He's playing barely as good as C.J. Stroud, and now C.J. Stroud just showed that he's back in a way with his swagger back. with how he just crushed the Ravens. The Chiefs are in a weird spot because of the injuries on their offense. They don't have a lot of their wide receiver help. The running backs are also injured, and it's Kareem Hunt, and I don't even know who else they have in their backfield. It's they have an
Pacheco.
older Travis Kelce who is still regressing and getting older and has shown his flaws this year in his game compared to previous years. Their
And
O
to
line's still pretty good, at least. I'll give them that. But
you basically touched on it a little bit, but I forgot. I was also going to ask you about the Chief Dynasty. You can tie those two questions into your answer. I'm sorry, but continue.
all good, all good. But yeah, no, the dynasty seems like it's starting to be far and gone.
And why do you think that? You good?
Have some audio troubles.
Is he good?
Oh man. But CD,
Yeah, I
what
think
about you? Why he gone?
Um, since I watched the entire game, I can actually have like a nice little input on this. So, I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. But what I will say is this: the Jaguars played some smart ball. Trevor Lawrence looked real nice on the field. Statistically, Patrick Mahomes looked nice on the field too. He was throwing to his receivers. Traquan Thornton, who was a real reliable receiver. Hollywood Brown, who was reliable. Surprisingly, Juju Smith-Schuster in 2025 is reliable. I don't even know how that's possible. Then you got old man Travis. The offense was all right. It was just they got outplayed. The Chiefs got outplayed, and for Patrick Mahomes going forward, and as far as the dynasty goes and his magic, it seems like it's drifting away and it's fading away as the weeks go on in the NFL. Because I'm not gonna lie, it makes me happy to see this too as an Eagles fan, to see that Kermit the Frog over here is actually losing. It's real good to see that. But yeah, I do think that this magic is dying in real time, and we are seeing it in real time.
Logan, I'm sorry. I apologize, Logan. I should have started off with you first, since you barely come on the show, but you're a busy man, so we understand. But can you answer the question, please? And CD,
Oh, yeah.
I see. But can you answer the question, please? I'm sorry.
You said the question?
No, I'm talking to Logan. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Here's my problem with Patrick.
Are you lagging a little bit?
Here's my problem with Patrick Mahomes. Am I?
Are you good now?
Am I good now?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my problem with Patrick Mahomes. So he started the season 0-2. He played rough against the Chargers. The Eagles, they're going to be the Eagles. And then he went on a 2-game run. And then those 2 games, one of those games I think he did pretty mid, but the other game he really showed off. But then he had to play the Jags, which the start of the season, I said they were going to be the best team in the AFC South. I said that from the start. And they really proved it today, yesterday. They really proved it yesterday after beating the Chiefs. And defense were propped off. Really proved that they can read Patrick Mahomes. They really read their mind games. Kareem Hunt had a good game, but Patrick Mahomes, especially with the interception that he had, that 99-yard pick six, the Chiefs the lead, that really
You
messed
kind
the
of
Chiefs
lagging,
over,
bro.
which
Kind of
could have
lagging,
costed
bro.
them. That's
Hey,
all I
bro,
had
you
to say,
kind of
though.
lagging. Are you good?
Yeah. Go back to you, bro.
Are you all right? But I will answer this question. I don't know if Jaden has anything to say, but to answer the question on the first question, is Magic Mahomes gone? Yes, most definitely, he is gone. Like, y'all don't understand. I don't know if y'all been watching. Like, I don't know if y'all a statistical person, but statistically speaking, he is doing bad. I disagree with what you said, CD, because he against the Jaguars, he threw 29 for 41, 318 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. That is not great. That's like taking the Kobe game, for example. I know this off topic, but Kobe, 81-point game, he shot like 22 for 60. Like, people don't understand. I mean, he scored 80 points, but look what it took him to get there. Look how many shots he put up and missed just to get 81 points.
Shock chucker. So
that isn't. Yes, he was just he was throwing like okay, 29 passes, yes, but he attempted it 41 times, and that is not great. He threw one interception. He only threw for one touchdown. So, and this is okay. Let's go back to a pass game. The Chargers. I got to pull it up right now. He was 24 for 39, 258 passing yards and one touchdown. I don't know if y'all think those are bad numbers, but to me that is not good statistical numbers. 24 for 39. But
just context to that, to be honest. Some context.
Yes, I understand that, but like, what back then when he was throwing 28 for 30, or when he was just all over the field, nobody could stop him. He was untouchable. But now he's putting up these type of numbers and throwing interceptions. Like, that is unacceptable for him. And also, to answer the next question, is the Chiefs dynasty gone? I believe so. Travis Kelce is aging. He's not the same player he used to be. Isaiah Pacheco, 7 carries for 38 yards. That is unacceptable. Kareem Hunt is doing better than you. Somebody the league was about to write off not too long ago. He's doing better than you. That is unacceptable. And like, okay, what about Xavier Word? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He is playing unacceptable. I don't know. One carry for not. I mean, my bad. Sorry for the background noise. 6 receptions for 42 yards. They spent was he a number 1 overall pick? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he was picked last in the first round. Yes.
What has he been doing? What has he been doing? What about the defense? The defense is not doing anything. They're not doing anything. They let Quentin Johnson go crazy.
Hey, the defense,
they let other people go crazy. Travis Hunter, a rookie. He's putting up his highlight. He's putting up highlights against them. Like,
one of the best catches.
I mean, they do got to fix the secondary, so
they are not on page. You can see that. You saw that from when they played the Chargers. You saw that from basically every game. They not on the same page, and you can tell on the field their chemistry is not clicking. So I'm sorry to go on the rant, but to answer your question, to both of those, yes, he has lost his magic. Yes, the Chiefs dynasty is over. The Chiefs dynasty is over. But did you have anything else to say, Jaden?
Yeah, I'm sorry about what just occurred. A lot of fearful things just occurred in about 2 seconds there. But I'm back, and the Chiefs dynasty, you want to know if there's a big facet of why the Chiefs dynasty is starting to lose its steam? Is because of the fact that their division now, besides the Raiders, are starting to be on their level. The Chargers, with the players that they had, minus the injuries obviously towards the row line, they were looking like one of the best teams in the league right now. And they beat the Chiefs this year, I'm pretty sure. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
But then, move on to the Broncos, who were catching a bit of flack at the beginning of the year, but then proceeded to now beat one of the last undefeated teams in CD's Eagles over here. And to come back as well to win that game. And Chargers obviously getting better. And obviously, once the Raiders get a capable quarterback that isn't Geno Smith, they'll be on the up as well. Because Ashton Gently looks like a monster. Their receivers have been pretty good, I will say, so far, even with Geno Smith as their QB. They just need somebody serviceable back there instead that isn't washed and should retire. Respectfully, of course.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jaden, but I got a next question to ask. How good is the Jaguars defense compared to the rest of the leagues? As you saw tonight, as you saw Monday, they put on defense.
Can I go first on that? Actually, can I touch upon that first?
You can go first. I'm sorry.
All right, so I'll tell you what, they pass rush, they was hanging in there. and their linebackers was looking real fantastic. I cannot lie, they were looking great. Like I said, they came away with the victory, but mainly because of their defense. Their defense was really performing really well. They was performing lights out, and I ain't gonna lie, that might be the method for the Jaguars going forward. They might have to start relying on their defense a little bit more, or like their defense is gonna start getting better over time. But I do think in the coming weeks we're gonna start seeing the chemistry on the Jaguars defense get better and better, and then by the end of the season, we might be sitting back here saying, "Hey, does the Jaguars have the best defense in the league, or does the Jaguars have a top 5 defense in the league?" We're gonna start having those type of conversations. But that's my thoughts on the Jaguars defense.
Okay, what about you, Logan?
You can go far enough to say that Jags defense could be top 10, top 15. I came in this season, I was thinking they're going to be an elite defense. I mean, obviously, I wasn't really high on Travis Hunter, but he's doing pretty good. And the Jags are 4-1, mainly because of that defense. I think they are top 10. Now, get the Chiefs, they lost their touch on offense. Their dynasty might be over, but you got to respect that Jags defense. I mean, their only loss was against the Bengals, which, I mean, come on, man. Unfortunately, Jake Browning had to play the rest of that game, but they still got it done. But, I mean, the Jags defense, I think they're top 10. I think they cracked the top 10, might be like top 5 in the AFC.
Okay.
I'll go. Jaguars defense has looked great this year. Obviously, talking about their linebackers, they have been great taking the ball away, causing disruptions in the run game. They've been a hard team to run against as well, somewhat during the season, at least besides certain games. Touching on that Bengals game, yes, they lost that game barely because Jake Browning did enough, but they caused 3 takeaways to happen during. There was 3 picks thrown by Jake Browning in that game alone. Yes, they probably should have still won that game, but they've beaten comparable teams this year. They've had great defensive showings against good teams as well, obviously including the Chiefs now. A 99-yard pick six is rare enough as it is to happen for cornerbacks. Now you have it from a middle linebacker. Their safeties look great. Their special teams unit has been good. My team can't relate to that, apparently. But it's been a great year so far for the Jaguars, who should have taken that next step when they first made the playoffs and had that whole choke, that moving on victory. That was an incredible comeback from them against the Chargers, which is still so shocking that even happened. But yeah, no, I genuinely do think that the Jaguars could easily be a great team this year if they keep up their defensive plays, and also just Trevor Lawrence continues to play how he's been marketed as a top 10 quarterback in the league. That's all I have to say about it.
I'm sorry, I was muted. But all I have to say is Devin Lloyd. He's going to be in the top contention for DPOY. But that's all I got to say on that. Let's move on to the last and final topic. I don't know what happened to our guests, but hopefully they're okay. But the last question I got to ask you, Jaden. Travis Hunter.
I don't even know how to explain it, man.
How is Travis Hunter performing to y'all? And I only want to hear one answer, and it better be great.
Well, that's what you're going to get because, genuinely speaking, Travis Hunter has looked great defensively when he's gotten the defensive reps. He's performed as he does as a corner. He's on the ball. He gets breakups. He stops catches from occurring. He's been great as a defensive player for the limited snaps he's had. Offensively, it took him a little bit of time to catch his groove to get these bigger performances out of him. But he was always showing that talent from the first week to now. And this was his breakout game against one of the best teams in the league in the Chiefs. That unreal 51-yard catch that he caught from Trevor Lawrence. I don't even know how he held on to that. Liam Cohen might just keep putting him on offense more than defense if he keeps showing out like that. But genuinely speaking, Travis Hunter's been amazing this year. he hasn't been the best receiver this year. That goes to Emeka Ebukum of the Buccaneers. My goodness, we are seeing a superstar be born between our eyes. But Travis Hunter's been one of the best receivers for rookies coming into this year by far. He's been at least top 3. I'd even give him 2 after this performance because he's been that good. But what do you got to say about it, Logan?
Yeah, Logan, you'll be the last topic. The last person to speak. I'm sorry.
This is what I have to say about it. You good. Travis Hunter definitely exceeded my expectations. This game was incredible. He had that 50-yard catch. He was looking down players like Travis Kelce, which you see the difference. You see the size difference on the two. But Travis Hunter, he's really proved himself to be Rookie of the Year contender. I mean, it's really between, and it doesn't matter which end, defense, defense, offense. It's probably going to be more so on the offense. It's really going to be between him and Egbuka, and that's really about it. I mean, the Rookie of the Year race is not really that much. Travis Hunter is really putting himself on, and he really proved himself tonight being one of the best players on both sides of the ball.
All right. Well, since CJ, can you touch a little bit on that? You'll be the first and final
one. Travis Hunter. Only thing I can really say is that I'm happy on his performance. Like, he performed great, to be honest. I think he's more suitable on offense than defense, to be fair. I think he's better off as a receiver. And I think he should stay as a receiver, like, for the remainder of this season. And then, we can see a superstar on the offense from there. But, yep, that's my own thoughts on Travis Hunter so far.
Well. We gave our thoughts on Travis Hunter. We gave our thoughts on the Chiefs. We gave our thoughts on the Jaguars. Let's pull up my boy, LJ. They call him Larry. Living like Larry Hoover. Y'all might not know him.
Yo.
But you will now. My boy Larry. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. It took me a while to get this whole thing situated, but I'm
all right, you're here now. You look well also.
Thank you.
So, we don't do this often.
Yeah.
But we have brought you up to give them your expertise in UFC. I mean, not UFC. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, it's part of you. It's UFC that is part of it.
I'm sorry, but mainly
Paul and Tank.
This topic right here. I'm sorry.
All right. So what I'm about to do is, before we get to the Paul and Tank conversation, I just want to start off with a little bit of UFC. Just one thing, honestly. So Alex Pereira is the light heavyweight champion of the UFC right now. He just regained the title. So we have that. And I just want to state that a lot of people switched up on him after he lost to Magov and Kalaev. And I was like, one, his first loss wasn't even that bad. People thought that he was just going to get swept this one. And it was the opposite. He beat the man within 2 minutes of the first round. And it's just like, this is where I have to comment on UFC fans, because they think all the wrestlers are just going to automatically win their fights. And Ankalaev, and I say this respectfully, is not the best wrestler in his weight class.
He is not.
For them to even switch up on Alex like that was crazy. And then Alex proved why he's probably one of the best light heavyweights currently within this time frame. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. Now let's talk about the Paul and Tank, because I have a lot to talk about that. So Jake Paul versus Tank. I'm questioning if people should really take this fight serious. The reason why is because Jake Paul has like a 50+ pound advantage over Tank. And mind you, Tank usually fights at 135.
Yes, sir.
But the heaviest that he might be is 155. So, and Jake
That's
Paul
a big weight difference.
Yeah, exactly. And Jake is probably walking around 200, knowing that the fight is Jake has to be at least 195, regardless of that weight. Regardless of him dropping that weight, that's still a big weight difference, let alone their height difference.
Mm-hmm.
There is no reason why people should be taking this fight as serious. I was like, oh, Tank is gonna beat Jake. Or what if Jake beats Tank? It wouldn't really matter because one, if Jake wants to be a world champion, if he wants to be a world champion, why is he not fighting competitors that are his weight class and has the same amount of experience, if not more?
Exactly. Like I understand what you. I'm sorry to cut you off,
No,
but
you're
you were
good.
definitely right. Jake Paul, he want to prove his legitimacy and stuff, but that's not going to prove how good you are by fighting Nate Robinson and an aging, washed up Mike Tyson. Like what?
Exactly.
Like what is he doing? He want us not to take him as a joke and take him as a real fighter, but you taking yourself as a joke. You're not going up against real fighters. You're not trying to prove yourself. You just want to fight people that's littler than you or don't even box. Or most of the time, not even shouldn't even be in a boxing ring. Like, I don't know what's going on with this Jake Paul brother. Like,
Exactly. And it's like I give credit where credit is due.
mm-hmm,
If Jake was just about making money in money fights, I give him all the credit. I give you credit for doing that because that's how he's doing. He's being a businessman.
exactly.
But
That's
if you're
all
talking about world champion, you have to put a little bit of respect to the other people that are contending for that championship.
you have to.
And
You
it's
can't
like,
just you can't just like be fighting Nate Robinson and expect to be like put in a title picture and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie. I believe Tank gonna put him back into reality. I'm not gonna lie. Despite the height difference and the weight difference, I believe Tank going to show him what's up. But if Jake
yes.
Paul does win this, do we take him serious? Do we take him serious, Larry? I know you know more about this than me.
the
Do
reason
we
why
take him serious?
the reason why I wouldn't take this serious is because there's different weight classes for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
There's different weight classes for a reason. You're not gonna see Tank fight a 180 pounder. Like you're
Yeah.
not gonna see Tank fight that. Tank might be skillfully. It's no debate that Tank is skillfully a better boxer than Jake. But there's weight classes for a reason because Jake is just obviously a bigger guy. Even Tank admitted this. It was like, yeah, it's going to be tough because Jake is bigger. And it's like, I can't blame people for going for where the money's at. I can't blame Tank for that. But I can blame boxing as a whole. It was like, why are we entertaining the fact that this man is like 50 pounds heavier than him? Why are we entertaining? And this is where I don't understand the boxing commission. Be like, we're allowing this. Y'all are allowing this. And I think boxing is in a weird state where, yeah, they're getting money, but it's like, where's the integrity of the sport that people actually like watching?
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt you, Larry, but
Yeah.
like I said before, I don't know much about this, but I got some help for you that do know more about this than me. I'm
Okay.
going to introduce to you one of my favorite people in the franchise business, my boy, Triple X. What's up, X?
What's up with y'all? I can't stand drunk Spanish niggas. Oh shit.
What?
I'm gonna go ahead and take the X's.
What?
Oh, that's funny. Yo,
Do we check on X?
hey, let's get
Canceled.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh shoot! Well, I got some questions for you, Larry.
Okay.
Joe, you go ahead and introduce me. Let's get this guy now.
But you know, the man that makes everything happens, the goat of this industry, your boy Maurice, he would like to put his input on this. So Maurice, go ahead.
First off, thank you for having me here, Jalen. Larry, I just have a few questions for you before X gets,
Situated.
gets situated. We do have a few questions that I want to ask you. So first off, speaking about when we're talking about Paul and Tank, and we're talking about what Jake Paul brings to the table, you're saying that he doesn't prove himself legitimate until he faces somebody who is currently fighting, who's in his weight class. So you're saying that no matter what happens with this Tank fight, we shouldn't be taking it legitimately, and that's a fair assessment to look at, a fair perspective to look at it from a competitive view. However, there are some people saying this isn't a competitive match. There's some people saying that Jake Paul is paying people to go ahead and just do the job for him. What is your opinion on that? Do you feel like that's the case with Jake Paul? Do you feel like Jake Paul isn't a legitimate fighter because of the lack of competition that he's having, facing retired NBA players who are like 5 inches shorter than him? Or is it because of the fact that he is paying these people, because he's beating some of the greats, whether or not we think it's scripted, he's beating some of the greats? Do you think that Jake Paul's legitimacy is taken away from him because people think his fights are scripted?
I think, one, I would not say Jake is not a real fighter, because I think to be able to step in a ring and take punches, especially in those type of gloves, takes a lot of effort. I think where people are getting angry at is that he keeps saying that he wants to be a world champion. You are not fighting the competition that you need to fight. You are fighting retired MMA fighters who are like 40 plus. You fought Mike Tyson, who is 60 and was bad health conditions. What about that makes you a tough fighter? It's not that you're not a fighter, it's that you're not a tough fighter, because it's like cherry picking. You're cherry picking fights that you could win. The toughest fight that he won was probably Anderson Silva. And the toughest fight that he lost was Tommy Fury, who was somebody in his weight class, who boxed and was in the same weight division and the same age, near the same age. And he lost that fight. So like, is there credibility to your name if you are not trying to progress with that same type of competition, but you're going against older people?
So here's my other question, because you deem yourself a long-term combat sports fan. When it comes to Jake Paul and what he brings to the table, when it comes to how boxing and combat sports are viewed across the world, despite the fact that we might criticize the way he approaches the sport, should we still be giving him credit for the sport in terms of the stuff that he's brought back financially, how he's brought back people's interest in the sport and things of that nature?
I think Jake Paul does deserve credit when we talk about the financial aspect of the sport, because one, I give Jake Paul credit for the rise of women's boxing. Not full credit. I would not give Jake full credit, but I give him some type of credit, because I believe the way that he treated Amanda Serrano, like one of the first women that was signed to his promotion, he elevated her. Mind you, she was a great woman boxer, but she was not treated the way that she is treated now. And Jake makes sure that she gets those paydays. And he also promotes a lot of women under his promotion. When it comes to promoting fighters, I give Jake that credit. But when it comes to his boxing career, that's a whole different story.
Okay.
And Reese, I know I beat the dead horse over and over, but he did not face any greats. Like Mike Tyson, come on now. Let them fight at the same age. We wouldn't even it probably wouldn't even last 30 seconds in the first round.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue with this segment. When it comes to the next topic, I want to introduce somebody again. Let's bring up the man, the myth, the legend, Triple X. X, how you doing today, man? How you doing, my
In
man?
the spot, keep it chop. Yo, bro, I think I lost my cock. But now, yo, what's good, son? Yo, now, let's really talk about it. Let's really talk about this. Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm not going to lie, bro. This is going to taint Gervonta Davis's legacy. Like, let's just keep it a buck. First and foremost, yo, LJ, Big L.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. didn't he retire?
Yeah, he retired.
This is what I'm saying. So hold on. I get it. And I get it, but then again, I don't at the same time. Like, these young boxers right now, yo, these young cats, bro, who got amazing pedigrees, all that shit. My thing is, yo, y'all retiring so early, bro. Oh, because y'all got the bag. Y'all making them big money fights, all that. That's cool. But I remember there was just a certain time, even Floyd Mayweather, yo, getting to his prime and even past it, was still picking up big money fights, was still patenting that fucking legendary undefeated record. But, like, I wanted to talk about what you're saying on Jake Paul's side of things, you know, cherry picking fights and stuff like that. My thing is, right, if he was an actual boxer, because I'm sorry, like, yes, he does have fights under his belt, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? I'm still on the team of, like, yo, most of these are scripted. Most of these are just strictly for the spectacle.
Okay, so you do believe that these fights are scripted. You do believe these fights are scripted.
You know what's crazy? And then you guys were mentioning the Tommy Fury fight. I believe the Tommy Fury fight, the Tyron Woodley fight, and I believe he fought Nate Diaz too.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Nate Diaz, Tommy Fury, Tyron Woodley, bro. I believe those fights were not scripted. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you know, here's the thing, yo. He's gauging, yo, like with these contracts and stuff. Because, you know, I don't want to be parasocial and assume, yo, what these contracts is saying and stuff like that. But I'm sorry, like, Tommy Fury clearly showed him, all right, bro, you're not a boxer. You're just not. You're just strictly what most of these, you know, cats like KSI does. You're a YouTube boxer. Like, you're a YouTube boxer. No one is going to take Jake Paul serious ever in boxing. Not even if he was to join the WBC, they still wouldn't even take him serious. And then that's the thing. If he was to put himself in the WBC, he's getting cooked by the lowest ranking boxers at that. I'm sorry, what about him in the ring shows? Yo, he got it, except a good right hand. Which, I'm sorry, that right hand looking pretty fugazi. Of course, it's not going to look fugazi against a Tyron Woodley, because what? Even prior to Tyron Woodley facing Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley was way out of his prime. Lost his last 5 UFC fights. He was getting cooked regardless, man. Or, you know, he could have put on a good showing, but no. Got knocked out, and then they had a second fight, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And did he not lose that too?
Second fight, he got knocked out. First fight, it was lost.
It was just
decision.
And, like, this is my thing. Prior to Gervonta Davis retiring, prior to this fight even getting announced, my thing is, yo, Gervonta, you have the opportunity to really patent your record and really become a legend. Like, yeah, cool, when it's all said and done, people gonna look at your record, people gonna look at your pedigree and be like, yo, he was out here fighting some real good cats. But they're not gonna put you in them conversations at top 10, like, that's nowhere from it.
So do you believe that, well, this is a question for you and Larry. Do you guys believe, and this can be the big question that we kind of pin off the end of the discussion with, do you guys, and we'll start with you, Larry, believe that Jake Paul has done more damage or more help to boxing currently? Because we've talked about some positive things, but it looks like there's a lot of negatives to be added as well, that not just the hardcore boxing fan or combat sports fan is seeing, but the casual is as well.
Who you say was going first?
You.
Okay. I think he's done more good than harm. I think it's just harm from his perspective. The good is that he is promoting fighters, lower tier fighters who would not see the light of day of, like, certain promotions. He is better at promoting his fighters than some other fight promotions. That's the one thing I can give Jake Paul a lot of credit for.
Okay. X, if you are available, do you feel like he's done more?
Yes, I'm very available. And sidebar real quick, y'all. Look, earlier, yo, when y'all have brought me up, I'm sorry, son, these Spanish niggas out here, son, they be just drunk and just be driving just to drive. Cause I almost mac. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. But boom, right? Peep game. Can you repeat the question?
Okay. Do you feel like Jake Paul has done more damage or more help?
Very much damage. I mean, very much. I mean, like, think thank Lord we got that Crawford and Canelo fight, and you know what I mean.
Beautiful fight.
My thing is, I don't even want to say we could. That's a discussion for another time. But my thing is, yes, he's doing damage, but not only Jake Paul, but other like social media influencers who are doing this box stuff, like Aiden Ross with his like I don't know what the name of his thing is called.
The promotion that he's been having,
yeah, that promotion.
I forgot about that.
It just makes combat sports come off very goofy. Like, yes, is there still going to be a strong fan base for MMA? Is there still going to be a strong fan base for boxing? Yes, but once you implement these social media influencers, who are doing this for like the spectacle and not even a more of an athletic spectacle like Crawford and Canelo, because that's an athletic spectacle. You have two top boxers, two solidified legends. You feel me? That is a true spectacle. That is an athletic spectacle. The spectacle that is going on right here with the Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis, it's for the clicks, it's for the views. And my thing is, when it comes down to it in that fight, it's just gonna look like the last fight with a Mike Tyson, It's gonna look very off, and they're gonna just hit each other with a couple body shots and just space around the ring every round. Like, come on, like, what are we doing? I'm very sick of this social media boxer. Like, I'm so tired of it. And that's really my 2 cents for real.
Oh, okay. And look, I know I brought you two up here for when it comes to this version of combat sports. But since we're on the topic, before we get into the stuff that's about what's about to happen on the screen, the Raw recap and the Crown Jewel preview, I want to ask the question: do we feel like in WWE the same damage has been done by influencers?
Boom. Can I answer this first?
Sure, go ahead.
Yo, Big L, CD, let me hold this down real quick.
Okay.
You know what's so funny? You got Jake Paul messing up boxing, just making boxing look goofy, while Logan Paul understands the objective, understands what he's in, and he is flourishing. And I'm not gonna lie, having somebody like a Logan Paul, having somebody's like an AEW, for example, with Big Justin, the big boom, that is good clicks. That is good views. I'm having random people who don't even watch wrestling at all, telling me, the TikTok people, the boom, with like AJ, Big Justin, stuff like that. They were like wrestling and stuff, and it looked funny and looked entertaining. That's my thing. And you know what I mean? Like, pro wrestling is a whole different beast in itself in the world of entertainment. And it's like the way that social media influencers, stuff like that, like a Speed, like a Logan Paul and stuff like that. Speed, when I seen Speed in the Rumble becoming an entrant and stuff like that, I miss goofy stuff like that. I love celebrity guest appearances when it comes to a field like that, because they're understanding the objective and we all know what it is for real. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. When these celebrities really play ball and really want to integrate themselves and really immerse themselves and really take it serious and really put on a performance and give off true entertainment, yes, I'm going to tune in. And if it's executed well, like Speed in the Rumble getting absolutely destroyed by a Braun Breaker spear, tell me, did y'all not pop for that? Tell me, did y'all not laugh at that? Like, of course, he got absolutely washed. I love that and I appreciate that. And I appreciate somebody like Logan Paul, doing his 1-2s. And my thing with Logan Paul is, like, you clearly have a natural act for this because you was already an entertainer. You're already a performer.
Yep. Last point, X. Go ahead.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like, I more so feel like they are not damaging it. If anything, if they just execute it the right way and really take it serious and really understand professional wrestling for what it is, you can make magic with these celebrity guest appearances and these social media stars. So,
all right, Larry, you can go ahead and hear your thoughts. Then we'll transition to Logan.
I'm with X on the situation. I feel like if you have a celebrity or influencer that understands the entertainment aspect of professional wrestling, mind you, professional wrestling is like a different beast compared to combat sports because it's pure entertainment. So you can bring like that Speed audience. It's like, oh snap, Speed is in a WWE ring. You get some of the people who probably haven't watched wrestling in like a good minute, It's like they be entertained by that. Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul has gravitated to professional wrestling very easily because his character, his persona as a wrestler is this pretty much the same as he is a YouTuber. Well, was as a YouTuber. So it meshes well. Bad Bunny came into a wrestling ring. Everybody loved it because he performed well and he liked doing what he was doing.
Yep.
It's different when you get those celebrities who just show up and just show up just to show up, and they don't. You could tell that they don't really care about the product.
100%.
And it's like, I don't think wrestling can get affected by the social media aspect as long as the social media aspect appreciates what the wrestlers are doing.
Moving on to my right side, Logan. When it comes to what social medias do, we talked about what they do when it comes to the other version of combat sports, being your UFC, MMA, things of that nature. How do you feel like celebrities have impacted the WWE specifically, or professional wrestling as a whole? Has it been positive or negative?
In terms of WWE, I feel like influencers are positively affecting the WWE because it's bringing more attention to the media and more people are watching it because, for example, like X said with the iShow speed at the Rumble, a lot of people did not expect that, but, it's going to bring attention. People are going to watch it more. Maurice, me and you went to Raw in Atlanta. We saw Kai Cenat come up. That's like one of the most popular videos on the internet in terms of this year. Well, this year. But, yeah, influencers are positively making a good effect on WWE, but for like something like boxing with Jake Paul, it's just not good for boxing. But in terms of WWE, I feel like influencers are helping out the WWE.
Okay, CD, going on to you. How do you feel like influencers have positively or negatively affected professional wrestling or WWE specifically?
Personally, I don't have a problem with it, to be honest. To be fair, like Logan Paul, like I heard all like the crying stuff, like, oh, he shouldn't be, he's taking time up from somebody else, this, that, and the third. Personally, I really don't have a problem with it, to be honest. Like, I mean, he showcased that he can go in the ring. Like, he may not be the best in-ring technician, but he knows his spots. He knows what to do in ring. He's there to put on the show for everybody, and honestly, that makes me happy. That should make the fans happy. I don't really, like I said, I don't have a problem with it. I know it sounds like I'm saying the same thing, but I really don't have a problem with it. So.
Okay, Jalen, right below me, before I get into my point, what about you? How do you feel like influencers have affected professional wrestling or WWE specifically as a whole?
Well, it has impacted professional wrestling and WWE and positively, business-wise, money-wise, but negatively, in my opinion, fan base-wise, because for a prime example, Travis Scott, he ruined one of the most important moments in WWE.
Good, very good point.
Johnny Knox, he interrupted John Cena in a title match, if I'm not mistaken. And
you're talking about the John Stewart?
John Stewart.
The 2015 Seth Rollins match? Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yes. Interrupted his match. Why? It didn't even build up to nothing. It didn't make sense. I mean, yeah, you got Bad Bunny, you got what's his name? The dude that team with Randy Orton. Jelly Roll. You got the actual speeds, but to me, I feel like they don't belong in WWE because sometimes the story the stories don't
doesn't warrant it. Yeah. To add on to that, I do think that I think if you have a Logan Paul, it's a little bit different because Logan Paul is now somebody who shows up for storylines. He's somebody who's there. He's on the roster. Versus when you get these one-off appearances, think about how somebody like a Carmelo Hayes or somebody of that nature could have benefited from teaming up with Randy Orton at Money in the Bank. Jelly Roll did a great job. It surprised me really well. You can tell. I believe it was Money in the Bank, or something of that nature. Either way, you could definitely tell that Jelly Roll had his heart in it. The issue is that somebody has their career in it. Somebody has their life into this. So when you have somebody who has dedicated their blood, sweat, and tears, literally Jelly Roll can go back to making music and he will be fine. This person has spent their blood, sweat, and tears trying to fight and scrap to be in WWE, and they get replaced by Jelly Roll. I'm not saying that Jelly Roll wasn't good. I'm not saying even Bad Bunny. I'm not saying these guys are bad performers. What I'm saying is that why are we giving these spots to influencers when there have been wrestlers who have worked their way up through the indie scene? Imagine you're a wrestler. You went through the independent scene. You've gone on different promotions. You've been putting your body on the line for years, and you finally get into the company that you watched growing up as a kid, and your spot gets taken away because a celebrity wants to go ahead and make their special appearance to boost the sales of an event by a little bit. It's not. I hear what you're saying, Jalen. 100%. I'm gonna let you go too. I agree with you. It does positively affect the business money-wise. However, when it comes to the wrestlers, the reason why these wrestlers are complaining or why the fans are complaining about certain stuff, maybe Logan Paul might be the exception because he's actually on the roster, but the Jelly Rolls, the Bad Bunnies, imagine your shot, your opportunity, a place where you could have fit being taken away because of a celebrity.
Also, like, what did Castanet do that was important? Show up, be there. What did Tyrese Halliburton do? Nothing. Do a corny, cringy standoff with LA Knight in the ring or whatever. What did Jalen Brunson do? Nothing. They just brought money, eyes, and money to WWE like they always do. Their money first, fans, and whatever we care about later. Like, it's negative to me. But like you said, we do get one in a lifetime gems like Logan Paul that is actually good in the ring. He's better than most people in the WWE that's been doing this for their whole career on the mic and in the ring. Like, it's crazy. Like, I mean, yes, it's negative to me for one-off appearances, but like, it could be positive in a way.
Of course. Speaking of positive, I heard we have some positive things to say about Monday Night Raw. So look, let's get into it. Jalen, CD, you guys can take us away. What about Monday Night Raw was great before we get into our Crown Jewel preview, which happens this Saturday, and on the franchise channel, we will be reacting to it live here.
With AO Steph. AO Steph.
Yes, with Steph. We'll get more into that later. However, CD, Jalen, take us away. What was so great about Monday Night Raw? Give us the big takeaways, the big 3 takeaways that you guys have.
And touch on it first,
Stevie,
real
I'm gonna
quick.
let you go first. Let's go one for one.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. Man, can we talk about the storylines and the storytelling and like what they was doing for Monday Night Raw? Like, they was cooking up like real good, like in the like writers' room. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, did they get a new writer? Because if so, like that was what I was thinking, low key. Because I ain't gonna lie, that segment with LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso, fantastic. That was great. And then you got the backstage segment with Roman and Jimmy, and them like having a little like situation there. Like, what's wrong with him taking advice from me? Showing that Roman has not changed at all. He's still a little bit of a manipulator. He's still there, but he's not wrong in a situation. Funny enough. Then we have another segment with those, well, 3. It was originally the 2. It was just Roman and Jimmy, but now it's Roman, Jimmy, and Jay. Now in this situation, Jay, he's talking crazy to Jimmy. Like, why are you out here? Like, why are you doing this, that, and the third? And then Roman just giving him the business, like, listen, like, he's been acting more like me than less like you. And I ain't gonna lie. When he said that, that was low-key, like, that was kind of cold. I can't lie. That was kind of cold when he said that. And there was some truth to that. And I like that. And I'm not gonna lie, him saying like it's just best if you just leave him alone. And I don't know where they're gonna go with this, but they could go for a heel Jay run. Maybe Jay becomes OTC2. Maybe he becomes another tribal chief. We don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe Roman's influence might turn him into another tribal chief and follow in the footsteps that Roman did back in 2020, 2021. I just think that this is very interesting. And I'm gonna say this too. One more important thing. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. That was fantastic. Paul letting him know what was up. Like, listen, if you lose, it's basically gonna be like, why did I choose you over Roman? Like, that was cold. And Seth felt some type of way because he has to win. I don't see a word where Cody, he shouldn't win. Seth needs to win. And then, we can obviously bid off to War Games from there, but that's how I feel about the entirety of that. There were some good matches too, like with Graps, but the main thing was stories. But anyway, Jalen.
Let's stay on your topic for a short bit of time. Let's not try to go too overboard. we're gonna talk about your topic. You hit them great. You hit the points great, and I like what you said. I like what's going like you thought. I thought the same. I was like what's going on? Is Triple H actually doing good? But one day we'll go back to reality next Monday. But anyway, you're right. I like where they're going with Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns. Like, let's be honest. What if it's not Jay that turned heel? What if it's Jimmy? Oh, what if Jimmy pulls another one of his moves and attack Jay like he did before to stop him from becoming like the OT, like Roman Reigns? But that's mostly unlikely. So like, if Jey Uso be the OTC, he's gonna need a tribe. Who's gonna be that tribe? He needs somebody to talk for him because he is dookie. He is butt on the mic. Let's be honest. He is not the greatest on the mic at all. He's probably not even good on the mic. To me, he's not good. He's gonna need somebody to talk for him, and it can't be unless it do be Paul Heyman, but it can't be Paul Heyman. Who's gonna be his tribe? Roman Reigns? No, because he part-time. Jim Uso? No, because he don't want this. Who is going to be his tribe? Do he go back to Solo Sikoa? Do Solo Sikoa fall in line? Do they all come back together? Like, what's going on with this? I like how they're going. Like, we're directionalists, and we don't know what's going on.
Jaden, then Logan.
Jaden, I don't want to go too overboard. I know you got something good to say. What you got to say?
So going about the whole bloodline, this bloodline storyline as still continuing with Roman, Jay, and Jimmy. I personally wasn't too fond at first of this idea of teasing the Jay heel angle, but then including Roman into it, giving him words of encouragement, telling him making Jimmy feel more obsolete right now in the family, like they've done in the past. Then then Jimmy throwing his word around, causing a weird middle exchange part between Jay on how he feels about Roman, how he feels about his brother, but then his overshadowing goal of getting the World Heavyweight Championship is bringing him darker and deeper into a path where it's going to lean towards Roman, maybe even be more brutal than Roman. And then going to the Steph and Paul Heyman angle, my goodness, that was a beautiful angle. Paul laying it down, basically the laws of equivalent of exchange. For him leaving Roman, there has to be results, and there's been results. But if you lose to Cody again, as this champion, when they look at this championship that he holds as the number one of the company, and you're going to lose to him again when you've already been beaten by him plenty of times with no win to your name, I've got to look him out. It's just him being truthful as he is, which is needed. It was a great planned segment. I thoroughly did enjoy watching it yesterday a little bit. It was pretty good. It was a pretty solid Raw from what I've seen for a few things. Shout out Maxine Dupree.
Whoa, let's not go overboard.
No, I'm shouting her out. She deserves it.
All right, bro.
Shout out.
She definitely does deserve it. She put on some good grabs.
We will get into the Maxine Dupree segment in a minute. Logan, go ahead and let's talk about Jey Uso.
And I will discuss myself.
This is what I'm gonna say right now. I didn't even want to turn on Monday Night Raw. Like, I forgot to turn on at 8, but then I turned it on. I was like, let me tap in. Let me see what's going on. Started off with Roman and Braun segment. Pretty good. Can't wait to see that at Crown Jewel. But yeah, the Maxine Dupree, when she won that match, I promise you, my face was just stuck for like 5 minutes. At first, I thought it was for the match, but then I realized it wasn't. So I was like, all right, cool. And then, yeah, that Jey Uso segment with CM Punk and LA Knight.
Yes, yeah, let's speak about that as well.
That's insane. Might be one of the best segments I've seen from all of them in a minute. It's been a good minute since they had a segment like that. And that match was actually pretty good. I mean, I was fully logged in on that match. But LA Knight, when he tagged CM Punk to win that fight instead of CM Punk finishing off his finisher, it feel like there's going to be a little bit of a betrayal. But, I mean, kind of expect that.
This is going to lead to definitely something along the lines. Look, when we're talking about when we're talking about Monday Night Raw, and we're talking about this Jey Uso heel turn that's looks like it's very on the way, if it's not already here. I'll be the first one to say I'm not the biggest fan. Not in terms of the work that they're doing. I like the idea. I just don't know how WWE will do the execution. And like you said, Jalen, what happens is that we have a Jey Uso. Look, no offense. This is why, to a degree, look does matter, because also your in-ring ability does matter, because Jey Uso's not the most technical. Jey Uso's not the strongest, nor does he look the strongest. So is Jey Uso just being better than CM Punk randomly? I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Jey Uso being better than LA Knight randomly? Don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Jey Uso will need a try with him like Roman Reigns did. And if Roman Reigns needed a try to beat some of these guys, then I don't expect Jey Uso to beat these guys clean at all, right? The power skill wouldn't make sense at that point, right? I don't see Jey as a physical threat to anybody on the roster besides the guys who are at the bottom, because quite frankly, Jey Uso doesn't look like a physical threat to anybody on the roster, nor is he technical enough in the ring at all to compete. At least CM Punk, yes, we understand CM Punk is getting older. His muscles ain't there like they used to be. You know what I'm saying? He's never was in the ring. Even when he was back in the day, he was never the bulkiest guy in the ring. It was his technical ability, which was the kayfabe reason of why he won these matches, because he would outclass his opponent with the likes of somebody like John Cena or Roman Reigns. It was their strength, the strength that they showed with their physique and inside the ring. That was how they outclassed their opponent. But Jey Uso, we don't have that. We don't have Jey Uso. Jey Uso's a little pudgy. You know what I'm saying? He's not the best technician. You know what I'm saying? They won this. You know what I'm saying? But that's the case. So when Jey Uso is going to fight LA Knight, who LA Knight looks much stronger than Jey Uso, should be much stronger than Jey Uso, I just don't see it, right? I think we were all thinking the same thing when Jey Uso made Gunther tap out. Like, what?
That's not realistic.
Like,
that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, like we're all that was what made it was like, what? Jey Uso made Gunther tap, like he has to have a submission
in three seconds, by the way. So.
Right. So we don't want to get into any ridiculousness of like Jey Uso just beating guys. It just doesn't make sense. So that's my issue, right? I don't have an issue with like the thing. The issue is that Jimmy Uso not being on Jay's side kind of does taint it, because it would be different if Jimmy Uso was like, you know what, freak it, I succumb to it, like Jay Uso, let's go ahead and just be heel and just do it, right? They disrespecting the fam. But like Jalen said, it looks like Reigns is going to be, even when Reigns does come back, he's not part-time. He's not worried about the world championship. Let's keep it a buck. He ain't worried about no world title. A WWE championship, what he worried about. And if he was worried about a championship, right now he's worried about other beef. And Jey Uso doesn't have Jimmy Uso on his side. And if you bring back the old bloodline, now we're just redoing the bloodline storyline, but worse. Now
to be fair, yeah.
It's literally Bloodline 2.0, but worse than Bloodline 2.0. Like, Jey Uso is the leader? Really? Like, at least Solo Sikoa and Jacob
they need to
could cut a promo. What's Jey Uso gonna say? Like, what's Jey Uso gonna say when he comes out there? I'm the leader of the family. Who's
yeet?
I took the title from Seth Rollins. Yeet.
Like, I feel like
this promo was Solo and having me the leader of that group. I mean, Solo did say there's a missing piece.
So, what was the point of not doing this in the middle of the Solo beef when they're actually beating him up? And then, like, even if this is the case, right, you retcon it all, right? Jacob fought Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Jacob fought 2, and Solo Sikoa. Sounds nice, but does it sound like it's gonna? It doesn't really sound nice, to be honest. But does it sound it's gonna happen? No, it's probably gonna be Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga. Because guys, Jacob fought 2 going right back under the wing of Jey Uso doesn't make any sense. Jacob fought 2 being under Solo Sikoa, number like what? No, it doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't put him anywhere near the storyline.
Solo Sikoa going right under Jey Uso doesn't make sense. What are you trying to do with Solo Sikoa? And Tama Tonga Loa, you might as well, because you have nothing else to do with them. But my goodness, who wants to see the amazing in-ring duo of Tongaloa, Tamatanga, and Jey Uso put on a bunch of bangers on Monday Night Raw for you know what I'm saying? Like, guys, we got to be realistic. Look, we gotta be realistic, guys. It looks cool in face value, right? On face value, this heel turn looks cool, but when you actually start to think about it, do I want to see this?
No.
What's it gonna lead to? What's the point? Okay, you're just Roman. Now Jey Uso has literally just become Roman Reigns light.
Entertaining little key.
Not the Roman Reigns multiverse now. We're going
I mean, that kind of shows Roman's influence and manipulative skills, honestly, that he hasn't changed. So that's
Hey,
I ain't gonna.
Yes, sir.
Speaking on what I want to see again, let's talk about what I want to see again. I know we talked about Roman Reigns, this and that. Let's get into this Max Dupree versus Becky Lynch match. And I have to say, this is personally a 5-star match to me. I don't know if y'all think so, but that was a 5-star match.
It was great match.
Maxine Dupree need to push after that. I'm not gonna lie. They need to get rid of the funny gimmick character.
Greatest match I've ever seen this year.
So
honestly.
the issue with this, right, is that we've seen this story before. What happened when Chad Gable was about to dethrone Gunther? And we're supposed to get the moment of Chad Gable actually being taken serious.
Got fumbled.
After putting banger after banger after banger with Gunther week in and week out, and he doesn't win the IC title. Then he becomes El Grande Americano, and now he's rolled off TV. Look, Triple H, this is your chance to make up for Chad Gable.
Have her win the United States title that they're doing nothing with.
I see.
Actually do something with it.
I think women's IC title.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Have this be Chad Gable going right. Have her actually win the IC title off Becky Lynch, because Becky Lynch is good enough, and you don't have to. You could do it in a way where like the crowd wouldn't care if Maxine Dupree puts her leg on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to completely job out. You have to have her beat Becky clean. I don't think so. And if she does,
the first time we had the crowd actually be in favor of Maxine, like ever. I've never heard them cheer her positively. And
she's a lovable babyface.
She's on, and that training's been looking good.
Yeah. Natalia had been training her, by the way, so give her props too. So.
I'm shocked the boat is cooking as a trainer.
Yeah.
So what we have here is we have an opportunity for something good to happen, and for the first time, the IC title, which what mid-card title should be used for, elevating younger talent or elevating talent that's on the upcoming and things of that nature. This is a perfect chance to do what you didn't do with Chad Gable. And actually, this time it's actually even a little bit better because, Maxine Dupree is the much younger star than Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch is the super established star, right? So it would just make sense if they had like a little trilogy and she actually takes the title off Becky. Then you have her go against the Lyra Valkyrias of the world and things of that nature. Those could be some really good bouts and things like that. Just things of that nature. Like, you don't have to.
Hey, it's a feud that they could actually run back that could be long-term storytelling. Ivy Nile versus Maxine Dupree.
Yes.
For the title, yeah, they can cook on that.
It would make sense, right? Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I see where y'all going, like, to stay on the storyline perspective, but I don't think so. I think she need to go out the other title, the other mid-card title.
Well, she would have to change brands.
Yeah, they can. I mean, they don't care about the brand split anyway, so
they don't care. But what is the United States title getting used for?
You got to think before this. What was the IC title being used for? Right. At first, it was being used to elevate Lyra Valkyria and even put Bayley in feud, and then you had a really good 3-way feud going on. Then Becky takes it out of nowhere, and she just completely ghosts Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. Yeah, Dakota Kai as well. She just completely ghosts them, and then now she's actually put back in something decent. But the thing is, if Maxine Dupree doesn't win this title, now we're just, why is Becky holding it? Like, Why is Becky?
Yeah, they're gonna do. Triple H. She's gonna have her hold it till AJ Lee comes back or something like that. But
And it's not like it's not like the women's roster. Well, I mean, I think it is, but I think the women who have already established themselves. So you can't treat this like a John Cena U.S. Open Challenge where you just having new stars from NXT or new debuters come in and they just put on a good bout with Becky Lynch, because I don't think the NXT women's talent is quite ready yet for that stage. On top of that, the women who are already on there have already had this bout with Becky Lynch, so it would just be repetitive at this point. So, but what you could do is you should have Maxine Dupree eventually win this title, and if she doesn't, you just have some issues that we have to go back to the drawing board. Speaking of some issues that I'll let Jaden and CD get their points off, of course.
I'll go really fast. I'll just keep my thoughts short. Maxine Dupree, I've been, for the time that she has wrestled, I've been a naysayer saying, like, okay, well, she's obviously still training, showing her off, like, right now, like, is really rare of WWE to ever do. But now looking back at her old matches, and then now looking at where she is after last night, and getting a win over Becky Lynch, the so-called greatest woman wrestler of all time, and it's not just me saying it. It's not just her saying it. It's Sports Illustrated saying that. ESPN saying that.
Oh god.
But yeah, we have Jalen saying it. But so far going on with they are finally using the IC title, and hopefully this does elevate Maxine to be seen as a true WWE superstar now. If she, especially after the performance she had yesterday, she actually looked. Her selling looked great. Her moveset looked smooth, transitionally wise. She countered multiple moves, including the disarmer, or in a way, or the whatever hold that she had, where she gets like her legs around the arm bar.
Yeah.
And then also countering the manhandle slam as well into a beautiful suplex. Maxine looks wonderful right now. And Natalia's putting in that work for training, which is nice to see. Hopefully this does go, because this feud really does seem like they are building something here, and I like this a lot. If Maxine wins this, that'll be awesome, because I'll be intrigued to see where they go from there, having Maxine win a title so early on in her career as a wrestler. So as long as the storyline gets elevated to a better extent, I'm excited nonetheless for where this goes.
And to follow up on that, I'm just gonna say this: just do exactly the same thing as Chad Gable and Gunther, but just do it right, Triple H. That's all you gotta do. I don't know if Triple H is ever gonna see this video, but trust and believe. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Triple H. If you fumble this, I ain't gonna lie, you won't hear the end of it. Maxine just showcased why she's gonna be here to stay for the long run. And that's a fact. She's getting better throughout the weeks. She's training. She's probably training as we speak. We don't know. But I just know that woman just put on some actual grabs. Like the reversal that she did, where she reversed Becky's move and then went to an ankle lock. I'm not gonna lie, that was chef's kiss. And I think they should build off this. And what I think they should do is they should have a match, probably on a Raw or something. And we haven't seen a title change on Raw in a while, so let's make sure they do that as well. And what I also would do if I was booking it, I would have AJ Lee cost Becky the title, and then you just do a singles match. Because first off, that match alone, Becky versus AJ, does not need a title. It doesn't need a title. That exactly. So if you give the title to Maxine, you give it to probably, if she wins it, she's gonna be the most lovable babyface on that roster. And she can have opponents, she can go against, like you said, Ivy Nile. That's amazing. That's perfect. And get her back on TV. Lyra. You can do maybe Lyra, and then you got Roxanne Perez, Raquel. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Liv. Yeah, I think Liv will go. I think Liv will go up higher. Or you could do Kyrie versus you could do multiple things. That too, yeah.
Maxine versus Asuka.
Maxine versus Asuka, it'll be entertaining, but Maxine could low-key go on a very good level babyface, or Mick Foley, or a Daniel Bryan or something. Like the Maxine movement. Let's start. Let's trend. Let's have that trend. The Maxine movement.
The
MM. Why not?
Dupree movement. The Dupree
Yep.
movement.
But
But
that's what I want to touch up on, though.
I heard you.
Comfortable.
I heard you say long term. Let's talk about something that won't be long term. Because after I heard what he said, I don't think it's going to be long term at all. And it got something to do with the man on this screen, the lovable, the best man in the world, John Cena and AJ Styles. Not only is this John Cena farewell tour, I think it's going to be AJ Styles farewell tour. I think this is AJ Styles farewell tour, and I think this will be his last match after what he said last night.
I feel like they would announce his last match, but I do think this will be one of the last times we do see AJ Styles in the ring. AJ Styles has made it very clear, not just on WWE television, but he's even said on some interviews at this point, 2026, he's looking to hang it up. And I don't even know if that means, because there's no farewell tour announced, thank goodness, right? But there is no sign that AJ Styles is going to continue wrestling in 2026. He just said by 2026 he wants to be done, which means that these final few months here that we have with John Cena could also be the final few months that we have with AJ Styles. I think AJ, maybe he just has to end off with John Cena, one of his great rivalries throughout his years. But yeah, like AJ is wow. Like I think we are seeing the end of AJ Styles, as he's clearly said, and John Cena having one of his final bouts. Guys, we only have 2 more months with John Cena after this. And after this match, it will be not just 2 more months, but only 3 more appearances.
Hold on.
Brings tears to my eyes.
Can I say something, please? This is
Of
gonna
course.
be my last thing to say about this. I gotta go on a little rant. It ain't gonna be long. That's all I gotta say. Triple H, you decide to book Brock Lesnar versus John Cena with no story. You decide to book R-Truth versus John Cena. A long story that we didn't need.
Fumble that, by the way. Fumble that. So
you want to do Randy Orton versus John Cena. Arrest feud. But you don't want to give us one of John Cena's best feuds, best matches. AJ Styles versus John Cena. You don't want to give us no story to that. You don't want to give us. We don't deserve that. We don't.
Nah, bro, we got 2 months of R-Truth, man. We got enough, bro. It's enough.
They want to
announce it. That's not enough.
They want to announce it on social media instead of giving us a good feud, a good build up.
And who does Triple H think he thinks he is, right? No, you told John Cena to tweet that, bro. Don't act like John Cena. Don't act like John Cena tweeted.
Like on top, and then on top of that, you tried to blame all of this on John Cena, like he
right,
his way.
2 months ago, he wasn't. Notice he canceled the press conference and then said John Cena picks all his opponents. Then John Cena says in a different interview that he doesn't pick his opponents. So Triple H, which is it, right? Like, which is it? Then you're gonna make him in kayfabe go out there and tweet it. Who's seriously? First off, John Cena wouldn't go public on Twitter about picking somebody of his opponent. He'll just keep it backstage, or maybe say it on like a promo or something, maybe, right? Like he did with the Rock. I doubt he would do that anymore, especially the fact that, he's older, he's not in his prime, he wants to give back to the business. I do not think John Cena went into business for himself on X, Twitter, and with perfect punctuation, by the way. Hey, Triple H, are you listening? Oh, that's hilarious. That's pretty funny. Go ahead, Jalen. You continue.
But anyway, back to what I was like. John Cena. When has John Cena ever went to social media to announce a match?
Never.
Reese, I know you know better than me. When has he ever did that? Do you recall him doing that?
No, he's only like, unless he's like reposting a match that's already set in stone.
No, when has he publicly said, I want to go against this and this and this?
No, of course not, right? Like John isn't that type. John isn't that type. So yeah, it's funny how Triple H tries to go, Like this is a common thing with Triple H, right? And I'm gonna let Jay and the CD get to talking, but this is a common thing with Triple H, right? He loves to like Euro step around the blame like he's a prime Giannis, bro. Like he loves it, bro. Like he will find a way to not get blamed for something. The fact is that he came out there, he said everything. He was like, everything y'all seen on John Cena turn, it's all John's asking for it. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta give it to him because John Cena was like, yeah, let me go against R-Truth for 2 months, Triple H. Yeah, you are the gamer. You are the gamer. And you're Triple H. And this is double E. And I want to face R-Truth and have Travis Scott interrupt my match at WrestleMania. And Fiend. Nah, bro, I don't believe that. Like, come on now, man. Like, no, bro. John Cena did not go in the background and was like, yeah, you can't see me, Travis Scott. Let's do it. Yeah, like, nah. That's funny. We actually mentioned this earlier, like how Travis Scott completely like messed up the 17-time winning thing. Also, John Cena just looks like he's having a lot more fun. This could just be babyface work, but he looks like he's having a lot more fun as a babyface. So far on the turn. Also, was him losing against. First off, you could have had him and Brock Lesnar be longer. You could have made it a stipulation, and you could have had John Cena win. I get him not beating Brock Lesnar clean. You know what I'm saying? I get it, right? Cena's older. Brock Lesnar's still in prime shape. He's still the beast. You want to protect him. You could have just had him beat Brock Lesnar like how we did with Elimination Chamber. Then Brock Lesnar goes on a Brock losing to John Cena does not hurt. By the way, John Cena just took Cody Rhodes to almost an hour match this year. So by that logic, Brock Lesnar maybe takes a little bit longer, like 15 minutes. He should beat Cody Rhodes.
Yep, apparently.
So, like, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. Triple H needs to start being blamed for his bad booking. Jay, you can go unless Jalen has more to say.
I'll say something really fast on this. Triple H, Triple Safe. As my cat just said, you a bitch. You're booking trash, garbage. You're bald. You can't book for if your life depended on it. At this point, it's I gotta pull what Bruce Dropoff once said. Gun to your head, name 5 good bookings by Triple H. And bam, you're gone. You're gone. That's it. You can't say any because there's nothing. So that's the issue I'm having here. He trashed. He's not doing solid. I'm tired of letting it because it's the same thing when he was doing Black and Gold NXT. Them weekly shows were garbage with some moments. He's a moment guy. He's long term wise. If it wasn't already set up super simply in front of him, then he wouldn't have done it right. And it's aggravating to say that, but like he just aggravates me because he's blaming John Cena.
Like if you think Triple H is doing a good job, you simply hate John Cena. You simply
not even just Cena, like just a majority of the roster. I'm gonna let CD go, but like he's been doing a bad job with like the entire roster. Like we just talked about how like the mid-card division is completely pointless. Even if you're a fan of the younger talent, do you think the younger talent wouldn't have benefited from John Cena interacting with like a Carmelo Hayes or something like that? Like a Braun Breaker. Like John Cena hasn't seen Braun Breaker besides the AA he gave him at the or throwing him outside the ring at Money in the Bank when they interrupted him and CM Punk's match for no reason. Like it just didn't make sense. CE, I'm gonna let you go, but yeah.
Okay. So Triple H, right? I feel like this is kind of underwhelming, I will say. What I would do, first of all, what he needs to do is not what I want. He needs to do is get them writers out of that room, because I'm not gonna hold you, man. Like something's gotta get shooken up. Like your decisions gotta get shooken up. I know, like you do the stuff like for the moments and obviously for the money and stuff. I get that. That's for the business. That's understandable. But I thought this was for like what the fans want too, not for like what cheapskates want. I'm just like, I don't know. But it's just one of them things where it's like, yo, Triple H, you gotta really like get some new people in the room. Get out Michael Hayes, get Road Dogg out. Just get all them old guys out of there. They past their prime. Like they don't know what they're doing. I just think like they just need to change a lot of things up. And to Triple H, like another thing that he does, Like if something goes like to shit or just bad, like he just tries to gaslight the audience for whatever reason. I don't know why he does it, but it's just like he'd be like, "Oh, you watching the show? What?
Yeah, just
You
just sit
serious right
there and
now?"
watch. My translation of what I think he's telling us to shut
Go
our
ahead.
asses
Yeah,
up, sit
go F
down,
ourselves.
watch
Yeah,
the
literally.
product, and if we have a problem with it, he has two words for us: suck it. That's pretty much what his thought process is to the fan base, even though he doesn't want to admit it. And then he
I'm
wants to
I'm
say,
not gonna lie.
"Oh, I'm
I'm not gonna lie
so
though.
happy for the
I'm
fan
not gonna hold you
base.
though.
You guys
If
agreed."
them interviewers need to ask some more questions, I ain't gonna lie. If I'm an interviewer, like like they don't do press conferences anymore. I wonder why. But if they was to bring that back, I would ask them so many questions that's like not sugarcoating. I'm like, why do you not book the mid card? Like simple. Like that's literally like I don't know what these interviewers was doing before, but they wasn't being straight up with them questions
So,
to be honest.
another thing before we go to our next topic, which is talking about the rest of Crown Jewel, before we go to our main event tonight. Look, the thing is with Triple H, you can't sit here and tell us the internet isn't real, nobody cares about the internet, and then post social media views as a highlight and social media interaction. So the internet is only not real when it's positive. I mean, when it's negative. All right. Because every time positive stuff comes from the internet, he's like, look at this, guys. Look at this. We've hit 5 million views in less than 24 hours. I'm the game. I'm doing better than Vince. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, bro.
And that draws back to is celebrities being in WWE negative or positive. He is not drawing that because of himself. He is drawing that because of the likes of Show Speed, Castanet, who
Yeah.
else? Bad Bunny, all of them. He is doing that because of them. And because he was carried by Roman Reigns for the majority of his
No,
injuries.
half of it he is like the Bloodline story, and then you have to think the Bloodline story gets worse when Triple H becomes head of creative. They go through a slump. They go through a slump. Did Sami Zayn get added under Triple H? I think he does.
I think it was under.
Yeah, like the Bloodline has the Bloodline 22 is like the bad year for about 22. The Bloodline goes into a slump, and then he adds Sami Zayn, and then after Sami Zayn, they go into another slump. And then The Rock comes back and saves it. Like, imagine The Rock never come back. Like, I mean, I don't know. And then we also have to mention the fact, and this is going to lead us into the Crown Jewel segment, or just going to talk about the main event real quick. What probably is the main event? Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. The issue with this Seth Rollins thing is that, okay, now Seth Rollins has to win, right? But even then, like, what good comes from it? We still don't get any progression with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Like, they're beating. This would be their what? Bronson Reed's fighting Roman Reigns again. Braun Breaker's relegated doing absolutely nothing to another show. It just seems kind of pointless. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like in retrospect or hindsight, now that this has been on for a few months, right? Division's been a thing for like what, at least since what, like 4 months now?
Yeah.
What benefit has Bronson Reed or Braun Breaker gained from being in the division? Like, it's actually time to like have these discussions, right? Like, you made this faction about, at least when we had the Bloodline, right? You saw the benefits that the Usos became the longest reigning tag team champions of the modern era, right? Like, they were actually benefiting from this. So Sikoa is beating up John Cena and a bunch of other legends, right? And if the Usos or somebody was about to lose, or like if Jey Uso was actually about to lose like a singles match or something, they would come out there and help. This does not happen for Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. This only happens for one man. So like, it gets to the point where like they're just here to just be here. Like, they're just here to say they have a faction. Like, I don't know. Like, it's I don't get it. I don't get the point. If I'm Bronson Reed, if I'm Braun Breaker and kayfabe, why would I want to be a part of the Vision? Why haven't I left yet?
And just
CD.
See.
I'm saying you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. You have to you don't have to remind me on what the topic was because I just came in not that long ago.
Just talking about Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, but also the
Okay, all right.
lackluster booking of the vision and why I believe that it hasn't been, or why we believe, I think so, that it hasn't been the best that it could have been at all. It has no benefit for Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed so far.
Okay, got you. All right. So, first off, like I said, Seth needs to win this. There's no reason for Cody to win this match. And for the Vision, just to make this quick, it seems to me that this whole group has only really been like pushing Bronson Reed more than Braun Breaker, if that makes sense. Like they've been establishing him more. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I don't be so serious when I say this. Like I feel like Braun Breaker just needs to like he can legit get out of the group. Like he's fine on his own. Like we know how he operates. Like I don't know if it's gonna be a result of Steph turning on him, like how he did with Roman in 2014, and it's kind of like a cycle. I don't know. That would be pretty cool if they was to do that. But I think Braun Breaker, he can go. I feel like he can lead the group. I feel like he's not really needed, and I feel like he's a little too like unpredictable, if you know what I mean, for that group as well. So they don't. I don't think that's like their strategy like for the Vision. I feel like the Vision is pointless as a faction. Not really. I mean, the whole goal is to elevate the future, but I feel like somebody else could have been in Braun Breaker's spot. To be honest, like somebody that actually like can benefit off like Seth Rollins, like like someone that can benefit off the group. Like I don't think Braun Breaker needed to like benefit off of it. Like if they were to add someone like for example, like a Austin Theory who ain't doing nothing right now, like that could have benefited for him. That could have really did something for him. But to sum everything up, I do think the Vision is kind of pointless, but I'm still want to see where everything lines up with. I want to still see where everything goes. I'm optimistic on all this, so that's my thoughts on that.
Can I say something about my GOAT? First off, I love the Vision. The Vision is great, and I like the work that they're doing. It is Triple H's fault, but they're giving the work and they're making it more than what it is. Seth Rollins, eventually Braun Breaker is going to break off of Seth Rollins, and you're right. Braun Breaker shouldn't be there, but hey, he's there. But like Triple H always do, long-term storytelling, it always going to pay off. Everybody going to pop when Braun Breaker breaks off. And like Seth always does, he's going to put over talent. But the difference between Braun Breaker is he doesn't need this. You know what I'm saying? He is a superstar of his own. He can make it on his own. He can survive on his own. I like a lot of people in the WWE. But that's all I gotta say about them. But Cody Rhodes, he has to lose. My GOAT, Seth Rollins, he has to win because I mean, I believe he should win like dominating Cody. Like, you know what I mean? Like he should have the upper hand most of the match. Like Cody should get destroyed, and it shouldn't be no interference. Like he should do this by himself, clean, no shenanigans, no nothing. But I unlikely that'll happen. I feel like that should happen. But yeah, Seth Rollins should and needs to win, and it should be a bloodbath. Like not being biased, story wise, telling it needs to happen because if he lose, then I don't know. Like I don't know, but somebody else can go.
Well, I'll end off that last part of the sentence, but obviously, besides Seth having to beat Cody, Braun's not really needed to be in this group at first if they're going to use him how he is now. Bronson Reed has been a big enough superstar coming into this thing where he's gotten the most out of it for sure, in my opinion, with the way he's been pushed more. He also should beat Roman Reigns this time compared to what happened at Clash in Paris. And then Yeah, no, there definitely could have been other superstars that could have been in there, but that's about it. All I have to say about this.
Well, is that all you got to say? Because you know what time it is. It's time for the main event of tonight. And Jada, I don't know about you. Neither do I care about you or what you got to say about this. But this is about to be a great match for match.
You
We
know
got
what?
two. We got two of the most competitive people in their era. People that was on top at one point in time in their eras. We got a good match for match. And you know, even though I don't care what you think, what you got to say about this?
I'll say this the most cordial we've been in a long time, so I can respect that. You know, you got a few wins under your belt. You dressed for some success here.
And
Reese
I beat you,
definitely
matter of fact. Didn't I beat you in Logan, by the way?
in a triple threat. You've still yet to beat me in a singles match. So
5-2.
whoa.
5-2-0.
Yeah, that's why you're 5-0.
But anyway, let's bring up the greatest of all time, the pinnacle of this show, Reese.
All right, look, we're getting straight into business, right?
Yes, sir.
Tonight, I want business taken care of. I want everything finished, right?
Yes, sir.
You've already beaten Steph.
I have. And I would do it again if you need me to.
Relax. Tonight's match for match is going to be X versus Steph. And what I need from you is I need you to make sure that you are on his side, that you're commentating right. I want you to make sure that you're motivating him. We need to eliminate him. Get him out the equation because it's getting annoying. It is getting annoying, right?
It is. You know, I'm tired of these wannabes and these past news that we keep defeating over and over again, stepping in, getting in our way, man.
Don't worry. Right now, we're working on making sure that he's not a problem anymore. So what's going to happen is you've already beaten him.
I have.
It's time for X to beat him, and then I will end up beating him after X beats him tonight. X is currently on his way here. So as you talk to Jaden, just remind him who is really in charge.
He knows who's in charge. He knows.
I don't know. Yeah.
You know,
in a fucking triple threat, buddy. You weren't even a challenge when we were singles match against each other. You got lucky in a triple threat that you got added to with your best buddy, the boss. You know, there's being a kiss ass, and then there's just doing this. You know what I mean?
I mean, my bad. Both of y'all lost to me. I don't get y'all. I get y'all mixed up a lot. But Jaden, answer me this. Answer me this.
Yeah.
You had all week to prepare for this match. Did you or did you not?
Of course I did.
Who did you have? You had Son Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, one of the best of all time, one of the best in his era, and many more. He put on 5-star classic against the likes of Triple H, Undertaker, Mick Foley, all of them.
Hey, I know what I did wrong there, Paul. I know what I did wrong, Paul.
I'm not done. Me, who didn't come from a backstory of liking, who came from a backstory of not liking AJ Styles, somebody that I did not know all about, somebody that I really still don't know much about, but only had 30 minutes to prepare. 30 minutes versus a whole week. And what happens? What happens? We're not even gonna speak on Logan because Logan doesn't matter. He didn't even put up a point against me. And I took on two of y'all at the same time. Two. What happened?
It's a triple threat. We weren't fucking teaming up on you, dumbass. It wasn't teaming up. It was a triple threat, 1v1v1.
But what
you won the match. I gave you your props for winning your first match, but once again,
what happened?
You're ignoring a fact here that you technically have beaten me, but have you beaten me in a one-on-one though? No. What was the last time we went one-on-one? What happened before you started getting your ass kissed by the boss? What was it? 5-0 against. You lost 5-0 to me. Yeah.
Are you free tonight? What? Are you free tonight? Are you free tonight?
Well, brother, I don't swing that way. Stop trying to take me out to dinner.
Are you free tonight? Are you free tonight to fight me?
We need a bigger venue if I want to fight you.
Well,
It's just
too
the fact
bad
that you lost
because
last
I
week.
wasn't going to fight you anyway.
Well, it's because you're
You were
scared.
below me.
That's all it is. You're scared. But, we'll bring out somebody
man.
that you also beat. Not fairly, by the way. Not fairly, by the way. Mr. Thursday Nights himself. Taking a BS loss, if I have to say so myself. But,
What are
Steph,
you doing here? What are you
good
doing
Didn't
to
here?
even know
have
my
you
mic was
back on
muted.
Takedown Tuesday.
Jalen,
What are you doing here?
Jalen, what am I doing here? Jalen, I'm here because I'm in the main event. You must not know a lot about that, but I'm in the main event tonight. I know you beat me. That's what you're about to say. You're super happy. You did what Reese couldn't. I'm proud of you because Reese has never beaten me. In my opinion, you might have passed Reese. You might.
Whoa.
Imagine getting glazed and saying no to it. Oh my God.
No. We're not about to talk about Reese like that.
Hey.
No. I don't want to hear this.
You really are another man's bitch, aren't you?
No. Reese is the pinnacle of this show.
He's the pinnacle
He's
of
the
losing.
backbone of this show. He's the reason that y'all eat.
On
He's
the
the reason that y'all get to sleep.
He lost. When he was champ, he lost. We're
not going to talk about that. He's the first and last real champion. You're not going to disrespect him like that. But you know what? No, I don't want to hear nothing more out of you. Because my brother is about to come up here and show you why you don't belong
he
here.
showed enough of that this week.
He's about to show you why you don't belong here. He's about to show you why you don't belong here.
Too sweet.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I'm sorry for the hold up, son. I had to park, the 2022 2 Series, something you would never whip in your life, Steph.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're not getting them franchise checks the way me and my brother here getting them franchise checks. By the way, hold on.
Hey guys, make sure to spit on it too while you're at it. Just saying.
X, keep in mind those checks might stop getting cut after them that comment on the Spanish people earlier, brother.
Yo, man, listen,
we pull up in new stuff, something that they don't know about. You got to realize who you talking to, X.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, with all this glazing that you're doing, make sure to have
zero's been cut. I ain't gonna lie, the last check. I don't want to tell you what the last check looked like straight from the commish. But anyways, straight to the point. Yo, hey, Jaden. Yo, it was good to see you, man. Yo,
it was good. It was good, Alex. How you doing, man?
But I don't know why you on that bum ass nigga side right there. Yo, Steph, you ready to get this work? Yes or no? And you know what's funny? I don't even have a list for matches, yo. I'm about to just go off the straight dome piece, you bum ass nigga. So let's really run this, please. Please. I'm gonna throw a joint in park. You know what I mean? Something. I mean, you probably do got the whip ski, bro, but it's probably a beat ski. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? It ain't top high class. You know what I mean? So let's just jump into this match, please.
You know what?
Hold on.
Flip the coin.
Before you do that, X, I'm sorry to cut you off. I never mean to disrespect you like that.
Of course.
But,
And hold on, wait, real quick. Yo, Jalen, you looking fresh to death. A Steph
so
nigga.
fresh as camera cut.
Like, my gosh, bro. Because, yo, you can't handle the garments that he's wearing right now. So.
I can't. I've been getting
mind you, X, it's the first time this brother has dressed to look professional for the game commentary.
Jaden, they definitely are getting checks because they have a lot of new stuff. Jalen's shirt is so fresh and so new, he didn't even iron out the wrinkles before he just threw it on. Bro bought a shirt and just threw it on the same day. Insane.
Yep. He's not used to that well, but X, I respect you, but why you gotta be with this muff Jalen? Why you gotta be even involved with this man?
I got word from Reese that he got something to say. And thank you for the compliment, X.
Word from the commish! Shut your mouth, Steph!
Hey, look. There's no need for a coin toss, man. X, you want to pass or play?
Yo. I'll pass. We can let this bum ass nigga his little match out there.
All right, go ahead, Steph.
That's all he had to say.
Yeah, Steph, we can't hear you. We don't care, actually.
But slouches like him People
Like,
that don't know
if he was to
what
stay
match for
mute
match
the
means.
whole match, like if he was to stay mute the whole time, I think views would skyrocket because nobody literally wants to hear him say his stupid lame.
Exactly. Like, why are you a part of this? You about to sell with Edge?
Let me put myself in better lighting for the people at home.
You know what? You know what? Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off. Yo,
whoa,
X, shut up.
Whoa,
X, shut
we
up.
got word from the commish again. So you will shut your mouth and listen.
Hey, I want to make sure this is clear. Shot clock is there. 30 seconds, Steph.
I don't need a shot clock, Reese. I'm not your boy Jalen. I don't use my time. Give me Edge versus Jeff Hardy versus Triple H. Armageddon 2008. Let's kick it off with a banger. Kick it off with a banger.
No.
That's cool, I guess. Let me get let's see. Can I ask the commish? Do I have a shot clock? Do I have like a timer?
You know what? You don't have a shot clock.
Yeah, I feel like somebody like me don't even like need a shot clock, bro.
Oh my god!
I think I could just yap. But nah, let me think of a match. Since that's a banger, I'm gonna definitely go with Batista versus Eddie for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the pay-per-view, but yeah, we're definitely gonna go with that. I'll think it.
Batista.
That is a great match.
The favoritism, man. It's like
you be quiet.
It's like it's crazy. Like
you don't know greatness when
look.
It's crazy when you sell your soul to the boss man for some extra checks. Like, damn.
Jaden, you know, the more I've become spiritual and picked up a Bible, something that these two gotta do. I see all that red in your background, X. You need to help.
The more that you talk, the less we care. The votes are in. And unfortunately, X, the judges have to be on the loser side.
Yeah, no,
like
I know.
Always.
Like, you know what's funny about the refs, and I actually have to call this out. Yo, their intense game of grab ass every time I'm doing match for matches.
Grab ass, you want to talk about ass right now? You want to talk about ass? X, I don't want to hear your lips. I don't want to hear your mouth move. I want you to hear this banger because you might walk alone, but I see clearly, and I see clearly. Sheamus versus Edge, Friday Night SmackDown. Let me get that.
Okay. You keep coming out. You keep coming out with all these alts and stuff. You're gonna lose.
That's.
I got alts for days.
Sheamus versus Edge. You know what? Since we want to just throw bangers out there and stuff like that, I'm not gonna lie to you. Give me that WrestleMania 30 triple threat off the Ripski.
Oh yeah, Steph got that meat in his mouth. Steph got that meat in his mouth. You can't handle it. You can't handle it.
Can you shut the hell up for a second? Jesus.
You shut the hell up.
I'm trying to ask. I'm trying to ask what. I didn't. Shut the fuck up. I'm asking a question here.
Hey, Jaden. All due respect, Jaden, I do understand that this gremlin is talking to you, and it's kind of hard to cooperate. But when I'm on screen, I need all the attention on me. Jaden, you my boy. Jalen, you a roach. But me, X, it's me and you right now. I don't want to hear these two argue. I want to talk with you. Edge versus Sheamus, an amazing match, brother. Your match and another amazing match. I'm not gonna hold you. But I do believe I'm in your. Oh wait, no, I'm bugging.
And I believe we don't give a damn because the results are in. And my boy X has to take that point because he is the best. Like, come on now.
And you know what's so funny?
That's the Benoit match.
And I genuinely hope the commissioner is listening. See, yo, big dog, my boss. You know what I mean? The GOAT, you know what I mean? The Mr. Franchise himself.
I will continue that.
Guys, make sure to spit on it
The
while you're
best,
done.
the best to do it, the best to ever walk across franchise network. He has set stages that y'all will never ever be able to walk on.
I beat
He
that young
has
man.
set mountains that y'all will never be able to look at.
He's
Not
climbing
even
up because he
think
hasn't beat
about
me yet.
climbing.
Oh my God!
He's on the bottom.
My fault. Yo, bro, Jalen, yo, it's like, I'm sorry, yo, I'm getting so much like, static and all that stuff. You know why those stuff? Like, and we could continue the match for match, whatever. The money just always calling. I'm just like, the money's always just like, I just got my franchise check cleared just now. And I don't even want to tell you the amount of zeros that's on it, because I mean yours is like 2 zeros. Let's just keep it about.
Man, you're right. You're right. Can you say your match?
Yeah, I could definitely
give him time.
I could definitely say my match. Since we want to throw, I could throw some calm shit, bro. I'm gonna throw a little sleeper. Give me Batista and John Cena for the first time ever, SummerSlam 07, I believe.
That is not a sleeper, dog. Like,
oh wait, but who's counting gears? You know what? Since we're doing sleepers, let me get Edge versus Eddie Guerrero, no disqualification, SmackDown, September 26, 2002.
A banger.
A banger. But it turned into a ladder match for like 5 minutes. They didn't even have a title up there.
Yep. Nah, they just said, screw it, bring out the ladders,
Great match, brother. Actually, you got real quiet after that match drop. You like that match, don't you? You rewatched that match.
Nah, I'm actually like genuinely like would never care to even watch a match. Like, I don't want to watch a match that you say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to like a match that you say. Yeah, I fucking watched that. I've watched that match, but like, you know what I mean? Being that you said that match, yeah, no, I don't like it. It's absolutely disgusting.
I feel like you should watch that match. I feel like you should watch that match, brother. Because the Reds watched both of the matches and they thought Steph was the better one.
Yeah, like, yo, this is my thing, yo. I don't know who's the refs tonight, but yo, like, they're probably, homosexual. Let's be honest. That's
Hey, X, are you going against your dear commissioner, your dear boss's word? He's the one who hired these refs, so he obviously isn't his decision
Steph, you got 30
absolute
seconds
though?
on the clock.
I'm just saying,
If you don't
isn't
pick
it?
now,
Let's just keep it going right now. Give me Edge versus Mick Foley, hardcore match, WrestleMania 22.
Yeah, that's tough. That's truly a spot fight.
That's tough. Go ahead and drop your Triple
H. Yeah. Vengeance.
Go ahead and drop your Triple H. Go for it, bro.
Vengeance 06, Hell in a Cell. Please, come on now.
I was gonna say, whip it out, X. Whip it out.
Like, I'm gonna just slap the schlong on the table, and hopefully it just slaps you in the face, Steph. You know what I mean?
You're right. X, I love your match. I love your match selection. It was Batista smack daddy in his prime.
Oh my God! So I just dropped my phone, bro, just appreciating my nice ass whip.
What the hell? What the hell do you got going on, Rep? What do y'all got going on? Y'all pick this about to get shorter if you don't get right.
What's going on?
X, we need to.
More
How do you get
yapping.
Edge and Foley over Batista and Triple
Edge and Foley better, bro. Come on now.
Up. You don't got no room to talk. You
I
got
got
no room to talk.
No. Let's hold on. I love that match, by the way. I mean, I am mad that Steph is saying the match because, like, it's Steph. You know what I mean? Like, when he says great matches, it makes me sick to my stomach because I feel like you don't even deserve to even know that match existed. I feel like you don't even deserve to even know about these great-ass Edge matches. But, yeah, cool, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just
it scored 3-1. It scored 3-1.
Yeah,
don't you ever cut off X. You can say your match.
I'll say my match. You know what? Use that. X is me right now.
20 seconds remaining.
Give me Edge versus The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, SummerSlam 2008. Oh my God.
Oh
I know
my
y'all play Dead and Weak games when you
goodness.
spear him through. That's Edge. That's that animation right there. Come on now.
I mean, yo, listen, bro. If you want to go WrestleMania 23.
Solid pick. Solid pick. Solid pick.
Shut up.
I shut up. I let the refs talk for me.
So Mania 23. Ooh, that is a great match in itself. Both great matches.
Tremendous match. Tremendous match.
Elite,
But
if you.
much like the person he's repping, Batista lost that match.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, much like the person being
And, you know, Batista's taking the L, just like at the moment he's taking the L. Jalen's super quiet right now. I don't know what happened.
Shut the hell up. Batista, that was a great match. Edge, Undertaker carried. I don't got nothing to say to you two losers that I beat, by the way, and that X will also beat.
Hey,
So Jalen, you beat me, but I beat Reese. So you're better than Reese.
We don't
I'm gonna
speak
say
on
this,
Reese when he's not here, unless it's positive things, because he's a
I'll say
very
this.
positive man.
You need to show me some damn respect because I beat you 5-0. Steph hasn't beaten you yet, but I have beaten you 5-0, mind you. So you gotta watch yourself.
We don't talk to losers.
Somebody audio going crazy right now. Just want that.
You came in second place. That's the first loser.
Hey, look, Jalen. I don't know if your glasses aren't thick enough. Read the results, please, bro.
1-0. That's the results.
Thank you. So far, 1-0. I'll take it.
And I'm up.
An update.
You know, we don't have no good refs, you know, except for one of them.
I'm telling you, bro. Your
commissioner bought the referee.
Listen, yo, and Big Commish. I know you hear me, Big Commish. We have to stop, just hiring these homosexual rigmarole ass refs. I'm not gonna lie, it's just getting out of hand at this point, yo. Like they love playing grab ass, they love playing touch the booty, hide and go get it, and it's really just it's taking me though, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fairly ironic there.
X, I see why BOE got rid of you, bro. That's all I gotta say, bro. You was just a whiny.
You know what's mad funny?
Now,
you know what's mad funny? Shut up,
now.
Steph. Since you wanted to bring something up that personal, I never got kicked out of BOE. I left BOE, and I'm gonna tell you the exact reason, and I'll repeat it time and time again. When I'm the only one that's making a group like that so entertaining and must watch, when you have a champion that barely shows up and nobody cares to see the champion, you have a little underling suckling on his teeth saying this, that, and the third, Bret Hart, I'm in love with you, whatever the hell Spree says, you know, about his little Bret Hart fantasies. It makes me kind of realize, yo, I made a great decision stepping away from those bums. So please stop.
You know what's funny about those bums?
Before you talk about stuff you don't know, I'm gonna shut you up right there and clarify the facts for you.
Okay, so you went to the LA Night promo school, but you know what's funny about those bums? Truth and Spree are the only members of BOE to give me a loss, because right now you're down 3-1. Kyle got clapped up. Rox got clapped up. Those bums might be your saving grace. So who really was the bum?
But
maybe you left from something saving your career.
Look. This is my thing, though. Right? Regardless,
I'm starting to think you're just a leech who leeches onto whoever is actually successful and tries to suck off whatever you can get and use it for yourself. But time and time again, when it's time for you to prove it, you lose.
Suck off this, that, and the third, all this homosexual rigmarole. You're starting to sound like the refs, maybe. My thing is, I am one of the most entertaining, polarizing, in the greatest way possible figures in franchise and match for match. You take me out of the equation and I don't show up for weeks on weeks on a verbal combat or a takedown Tuesday. Views
I don't want to interrupt you.
Do not skyrocket. I am marketable.
Jalen, stop being a bitch and put some bass in your voice and tell him you got to interrupt him and tell him to score.
Shut the hell up.
Isn't he your friend?
Yo,
isn't
he ain't
your
never
most
going to interrupt the
well-adjusted
big
arm?
dog. He ain't never going to interrupt me.
Oh, wow.
I lost.
Yo, let me know the results.
You won, bro.
Jalen, you hear?
It is 2-3 now.
Exactly.
He just called himself a big dog.
It's 2-3 now. And you know what's funny? I'm going to throw this very sleeper match. Give me Batista versus Dolph Ziggler, Monday Night Raw 2014.
You know what? We throw in sleeper matches. Let me throw a definition of a sleeper match. I'm sorry. Give me Edge versus Lita, Raw, January 6, 2006.
Oh. Man, that's a match there, Steph.
It was a great match. Fantastic match. Amazing match. Woo!
Man, who's got their toy in the background vibrating so
Max
much?
going insane.
No,
You
bro.
see
you know what's so funny though? Like, it's just the
my
money
match was
coming
more
in.
entertaining.
It's just the money moves coming in, bro. It's just I'm getting text after text after text. Yo, X, you're getting to it. Yo, X, here's 5,000. Here, yo, X, here's 10 bands. Yo, X, I need you to invest in this. Yo, X, bro, can you slime me some of your assets? Something you know nothing about, Steph, because you're not a big money, big baller, big enterprise, big trillionaire, big super billionaire, big. I'm chilling with Elon Musk. I'm chilling with top dogs. Something you can never do in your life. Ass nigga. You feel me?
You know what? You drive a Tesla. You're chilling with Elon Musk. We know he voted for, ladies and gentlemen. Just tell your truth.
We are still waiting on the referee's decision.
Ref, this isn't even a hard one. Y'all don't remember that match. Y'all genuinely don't remember that match. Y'all know y'all remember my match. Middle of the ring.
Look.
Black sheets.
Dude, mine is definitely going to be a tag match. My next match is going to be a tag team.
What about that?
Let's see if you could
tag match.
Yeah.
Be quiet. Be quiet for a second, Jalen. Let's go. We have information from the referees. Jalen doesn't want to speak, so I'll do it. The refs are telling you guys to repick your matches. Nobody knows either of those matches.
Yeah, I can repick.
Nobody knows Edge versus Lita?
And
they said repick.
Batista and
so repick.
See, look, this is my problem with the refs. And yo, Jaden, we've definitely talked about this. Yo, bro, if you don't have your knowledge up on stuff, yo, bro, don't ref.
Hey, shut up real quick. I'll go first. I'll give you advantage.
No. Shut up. Because, I won last round. So, you feel me? Since we were going to repeat the matches again. I think it was WrestleMania 22, I believe. The Rock coming back and forming the Rock and Sock connection one more time to face Evolution. Yes. Give me that tag match.
We're pulling tag matches out. I guess this is what Reese allows on his side.
Come on, Mr. SmackDown 6. Let's hear something.
You really want to go tag matches? Let's go tag matches, Reese. Or am I not allowed for Reese rules? If we can go tag matches, give me Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle. If I cannot, because Reese gives you rules that he doesn't give me Edge versus Matt Hardy steel cage match at Unforgiven 2005. So, refs, as Reese, which match am I allowed to use? Because Reese doesn't allow me the same rules that he allows his boys, you know?
Boring.
Well, right now it is allowed.
Both sides are allowed. Funny? Oh, Edge, Ray, Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle. Oh my god!
You know what's so funny though?
It seems to be
when
allowed.
I do these match for matches, you feel me? And I only do these match for matches for my boss, for the commish. But you know what I would rather be doing, and what I'm about to do, whether I win or lose this match for match, get money, crack hella hoes, and live life to the fullest. Because that's what Big Triple X does. Unlike you have
your name's in lowercase, buddy. Your name's in lowercase.
Okay, wait 1 minute. The referee
still gonna remember it.
Might be confused. Wait, never mind. It is Yeah, the tag matches were allowed, and we have a winner for the round. It was Edge here. Now it is 4-2. Steph, make it, take it, and match point.
Hey, X, this was fun and all. I'm happy we got to do this. I'm happy that you got to walk alone and do all that big stuff.
Yeah, unforgiven TLC. Yes, just
I bet you I can beat you without even using that match.
Oh my God, just use it though. It just makes perfect sense. You just use it, bro.
You know what? You're right. Give me Unforgiven, TLC,
Thank you, bro.
Greatest match of all time.
And I'm not gonna lie, Steph. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I'm just gonna actually forfeit. There's other issues I have to address. So, congratulations, you've won match for match against Triple X. Would you like a cookie, sugar cookie, chocolate chip?
What is going on here? First,
Nah. You know what? This is what Reese's crew does. Y'all get in these positions and then you quit. Jalen started it.
Bro, I'm legally obligated by contract to do match for match every so often. So I mean.
Well, Steph, Jalen did it against me at our verbal combat where I smoked him in the main event. Then we have Mr. Commissioner making you guys tie. Now X leaves before. What is going on here? Y'all, every time you guys are up, you guys talk the most smack. You go crazy. You start being all shit in the servers. You're getting your paychecks. But then all of a sudden, you guys tuck your tails in between your legs and you run away because you guys get down in a match or match.
Jaden, one second, buddy. X, Jalen, to me, you guys are nothing but small fry. I'm going to keep it a buck. Reese, I know you're back there. You're back there somewhere. I want you match for match. I don't care if it's Reese rules. I don't care if you pick my opponent. I don't care if you pick my wrestler. I don't care what you choose, Reese. I don't care if we're going to 7-3-1. Reese, I want you. There's a pay-per-view coming up.
Whoa. You want him? You
know what, X? I do want him. I want him in the middle of this match. I want him 1-on-1. No Reese's bitches or whatever you want to call y'all. Reese PCs. I don't know what the heck you guys are.
Reese's PCs kind of.
I want Reese. I want you. Reese.
That's great.
Close the book. Pull up to the screen. I want Maurice 1-on-1. Takedown Tuesday. Verbal comp. Oh, yeah, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's go. Reese, when is that happening, brother? I done beat X. Jalen beat me with 4-4 with Reese.
Timeout, correction. You didn't beat X. X left.
He said forfeit, buddy. He said he forfeited. I know you guys don't have training schools over there, but a forfeit means that the other person is winning. You're waving the white flag.
Does it?
We can search up definitions later. Reese,
definitions are different on this channel. Look,
me and you
want to go one-on-one with the great one, and that's completely fine. Look, what will happen this week? Verbal combat. It's going to be me and you and the winners. Well, not the winner, but the people who are using for match will be announced via Instagram at the FranchiZe Sports on Instagram. Our wrestlers will be picked and announced right there. Look, Steph, it's going to be me and you, the main event of Verbal Combat. You're going to go out there. You're going to try your hardest. And what's going to happen to you is exactly what's going to happen to you when you face Jalen. You're going to try your hardest and you're going to lose. It's going to happen the exact same thing when you try to go for a title shot. You're going to lose. The exact same thing that's happening on Manuel's promotion where he's having cash prizes. You're gonna lose. You've been talking about winning. You've been talking about how you beat me. Newsflash, that happened 2 months ago. I don't know if you've been going through some type of issues with what you're going through mentally or whatnot, but that's what little girls do, Steph. They hold on to the past. Right, I'm not worried about the past. I have the future in my hands. I have Jalen in my hands. I have X in my hands. And in my hands, those same hands that I hold the future, I hold the past. And I have the ability to erase the past. And you will be old news that's dealt with, pushed to the back burner, and it's over. Steph, the main event of Verbal Combat will be me and you. And finally, this issue will be put aside, and we finally get a resolution.
You're right.
The resolution that will be Reese is better than Steph, Jalen's better than Steph, X is better than Steph, and Steph will never, ever, ever see the world championship here considered on the franchise channel in his life. Right now, you have a lot of fish to fry. You're in the middle, smack dab, of a tournament that will be held here on the franchise channel, Manuel, for cash money. You have an opportunity to go out there and win yourself more money. And what are you doing? You're coming on here and getting forfeited against because people don't think you're worth their time. You're losing over at different companies.
I am.
How are you gonna flip flop between different companies and still be a loser? It makes no sense. But
You know what, Reese? And all that losing that I did, there's one man who has never, ever given me a loss. And I know it hurts you. I know it eats up at you. I know it does because Jalen beat up on me. Jalen beat me, but you couldn't, Reese. Your son, your trainee, the one everybody hates, he beat me, but you couldn't do
Steph, question. What was I holding at the time that you beat me?
The world championship.
So
and Reese, I have a question. Reese, I have a question. Before that match was made, you asked me, Steph, should I put this title on the line? And what did I say, Reese?
You said no.
I said no. I saved you, Reese. And that was me as nothing more than a rookie. Now I'm a vet.
Did you
Reese,
say
I have nothing more to say to you?
To win?
Reese, I got nothing more to say to you. I will see you Thursday, and I hope you come prepared. Goodbye, Reese.
Hurry up, man. You're wasting my time. Hurry up. You got production moving, man. Yeah, there we go. Look, you can't even use a computer. He's going to sit here and try to challenge me. Hurry up, get production. Get him out of here. Actually, can we escort him off the premises? Look, X came out here, and what he did, he basically won against Steph, right? And now Steph has lost against two people. You know what I'm saying? He's lost against X. He's lost against Jalen, right? Jalen, me and you are now up. I think that might be it. Yo, guys, thank y'all for tuning in to FranchiZe Entertainment. Yeah, like I think that's it, man. I'm out here sending checks and stuff. I think it might be time. I'm losing connection a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Give me.
What up? What up? What up, Spring? Yeah, so as you can see, I'm the champ. BOE has suffered some losses. We see what X has done. We seen that he basically was a turncoat the whole time. And it hurts us. That was our brother. That was, but it's all good. It's all good. Sometimes, you gotta lick your wounds and keep going. So it's cool. So since X wanna be down with Reese, the same person that I beat for the title, the same person. That's who you join with. You want to be part of quote unquote the authority. Cool. Since you lost today, whether you say you didn't or you didn't, I'm gonna put out the trash, and I'm gonna make it so that you can never ever challenge for the title again. So X, I challenge you Thursday, verbal combat for the title. If you lose, you cannot challenge for the title ever again as long as I'm champ.